force of gravity as they fly the aircraft to the edge of its operating envelope. Watch to the left as the GEF 414 turbofans have wound up and they are on the takeoff roll. The Super Hornet is going to shatter the windows of cars and buildings. Keep in mind the speed at which they will fly by you is only 1/2 of what the aircraft is capable of. It will pull the aircraft into a vertical and complete a square loop. To the right, the Super Hornet approaches, accelerating towards the speed of sound. From the right, the Super Hornet, high-speed pass to Spanky and Dude are setting up a double emmelment at the completion of their loop. The Super Hornet's agility and power enable it to sustain maximum performance. Altitude may not have the ability to use. Hearing myself think here. Spanky is in full afterburner and pull the fire up. The Super Hornet's engines produce over 41,000 pounds of thrust in full burner. This allows the aircraft to sustain 7.5 times the force of gravity in a tight turn. Whether in a dogfight or avoiding surface-to-air missiles, the ability of the Super Hornet to turn in a very tight space gives it a tremendous tactical advantage. From the left, Spanky and Dude re-enter to a 90-degree angle of bank and pull the stick back for the Super Hornet minimum radius turn. Close-up view of the Super Hornet in its carrier landing configuration. Pay special attention to the tail hook at the rear of the aircraft. The hook, as is known to naval aviators, has been designed to stop the 44,000-pound aircraft in just a few hundred feet when catching a wire aboard the aircraft carrier. Should the hook miss the wires, the Super Hornet is easily capable of taking flight again in just a few seconds. Spanky and Dude will demonstrate this ability by performing a half-Cuban as they clean up the aircraft. From the right, this is the carrier approach, wave off, and 1/2 Cuban 8. Watch as Spanky and Dude approach from the right and rapidly pull the aircraft vertical at show center. They'll then roll the aircraft 90 degrees, pull the nose down to quickly level off, leaving the flight line inverted. This maneuver demonstrates the agility to dominate an enemy in a dogfight. Spanky and Dude are now setting up for the high alpha pass. This maneuver will show you the incredible slow-speed handling characteristics of the Super Hornet. No other aircraft in the world would attempt to maneuver at this slow speed and nose attitude. However, the A-18 Super Hornet remains completely controllable, with 2 digital flight control computers aiding Spanky in keeping this 40,000-pound plane flying at less than 100 miles an hour. Just past show center, Dude will call for afterburners, and you'll see the Super Hornet perform a half-Cuban 8, demonstrating the aircraft's ability to quickly accelerate and dominate the sky. From the left, the Super Hornet, high alpha pass.
Boy, it's got a good breeze, hasn't it?
Is extremely challenging and a matter of great pride. Take pride in watching Spanky and Dude approach from the left at 450 miles an hour for the carrier brake. First reports aboard a carrier for deployment or for cruise, they will do a series of touch and goes. The first aircraft to come out are usually the Hawkeyes. That'll be followed by the EA-6Bs, and then the Muscle starts to arrive. And each one of the aircraft will do a series of 5 touch and goes before they put out the tailhook and trap and come to rest on the deck. Watch as Spanky and Dude perform the carrier approach and a touch and go. crew at VFA 122 and spend most of their time teaching new pilots and weapon systems operators how to employ the Super Hornet. Currently, there are 4 operational Super Hornet squadrons in the Navy. Several of the squadrons are presently deployed overseas in support of numerous operations, including Operation Iraqi Freedom. The crews that are reporting to learn to fly the A-18F Super Hornet are the Tomcat, mostly the Tomcat crews, as the Tomcat squadrons are standing down and the VFs fighter squadrons are becoming VFAs, strike fighter squadrons. It takes many dedicated men and talented young men and women to maintain, fix, and fly these machines. Please join Spanky and Dude in acknowledging the maintenance crew that ensure you a great Super Hornet demonstration. In the Navy, these individuals have seen the world and helped maintain the freedoms you have today by keeping sophisticated fighters like the Super Hornet in action patrolling the skies. They've listened to the sound of freedom roar from the decks of carriers, enjoyed camaraderie, and lived adventures that their civilian peers will never know. Come join them, if you dare. On behalf of the United States Navy, we thank you for allowing us to demonstrate the FA-18 Super Hornet in Dayton. We appreciate your continued support as we defend our great country from those who would do us harm. Thank you once again on behalf of all the men and women of Strike Fighter Squadron 122.
Great job, Frank Kingston-Smith. A couple of great demos there representing your United States Navy. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who have just arrived, welcome.